Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Tuesday evening Facebook Live. My name is Sarah Edwards. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I come to you guys live every Tuesday and Thursday, usually at 7, to show you a fun new project. I do apologize today. I am a tad bit late, actually more than a tad bit, but I was still able to make it, so I'm super excited. Sorry, my drawer's out, and I was going to try to push it back in, but it's going to mess up my computer. So my mom called me today at about 11 and asked if I would meet her down in Scottsdale. I haven't seen my mom in a very, very long time, so I jumped on the opportunity to drive down there, and she's never met my grandson, so I called my daughter and asked if I could pick him up so I could introduce my grandson to my mom. So we had a really nice visit, and that's why I'm late. So I do appreciate everybody's patience in me flying home. I literally got home at like 7:22. So I kissed my husband, said hi to the dogs, and came out here to do the live. So welcome, everybody. And this is my very first time, hopefully it's working, to go live on Facebook and YouTube all at the same time. So if you're logging in from Facebook or YouTube, say hi so I know you're here. Hopefully things are going well. This is my first time. I did a little snippet a couple days ago and everything seemed to work okay, but we'll see what happens once we start our projects. So I am going to go ahead and flip you over, and we are going to get started at looking at a couple things. So I am just going to see if we are live on my Facebook, and I don't see it yet, but oh, there it is. So we are good. Let me make sure my volume is turned down. Well, I thought that was it, but maybe not. So we'll see if it comes up in a minute. So good evening, Barb. Welcome. I see you're watching on YouTube. I'm super excited. This is my very first time. So I posted on Facebook this morning that I used our amazing designer series paper to wrap a gift. I will tell you that you do need to use a lot of Scotch tape. The paper is super thick and heavy duty, so it doesn't like to stay wrapped like this. I think it will once it starts to kind of mold to it. But it was so much fun, and I made this amazing bow to match this. And I did make these extra bows last week on one of my lives. So if you haven't seen the tutorial on these bows, they are super duper fun. So this is the designer series paper that we're going to be making today. I know we're getting close to Christmas time, so everybody might have their gift card holders ready. But if you don't, I am going to show you how to make a super duper easy gift card holder. And I am using this designer series paper pack. It is called Celebrate Everything. Literally, the name says it all. It's Celebrate Everything. There's 4th of July or New Year's. There's Halloween. There's Christmas. That could even be Halloween. It is just an amazing, beautiful pack, and I absolutely love it. And you could use the opposite sides if you don't want any specific holiday. So that is the paper pack we're going to be using. And I really wanted to use the Celebrate with, not the Celebrate with tags, but the stamp set is out. It was in the holiday catalog, and the stamp set is out, but the punch is still available. So I decided to bring in the Celebrate with tags and use this Merry Christmas and this To and From right here. So those are the two stamps that I'm going to be using with the Celebrate with tags, and I'm going to coordinate it with this fun little punch. So let's bring in the gift card that we're going to be doing. It is, I'm actually just going to see if I'm live on my Facebook, or on my phone, so sorry about that. I'm going to see if I can get it on there first. For some reason, my iPad is deciding not to play nice with me, and I don't know why. Okay, so let's open up this cute little belly band, and we're going to flip this up, and your gift card is going to go right on the inside. So it is a super fun and easy gift card holder. And you could really grab your hole punch and put a punch in the side of it. And you could even attach it to your gift bow if you needed a little extra something for your gifts. So let's pull this out and we will start crafting. I think I'm going to start with the same color that I did the designer or did my box and bow out of. So this is a piece. It is cut at 4.5 inches by 10. We are going to score this in a couple spots. And I didn't get my scoring tool out, so let me grab that. So we are going to score this in 3 spots. The first one is going to be at 3 inches. The second is at 6. And the last one is at 9. So this is the 10-inch side up at the top. And we're going to score it at 3, 6, and 9. That's the only score marks that we're going to be needing on this. So we're going to start with the bottom, find where the score mark is. And if you have directional specific paper, I would definitely make sure you are going the right direction on it. This one looks like it's going to be a little upside down, but we're still going to go with it. We're going to pretend that it isn't upside down. So now I went ahead and folded on all of the score marks. So we're going to open this back up. Actually, I could just flip it over. Oh, no, that's still upside down. We're going to use this side out, even though it is. It doesn't matter. You're going to find that score mark, and you're going to take this side, and we are just going to fold it over till it meets that crease. And you can grab your bone folder and give that a nice good crease. And it finally showed up on my iPad. Super exciting. Okay, so there's that. I am going to grab some tear tape. I actually took it off my Facebook Live table so I could make this card, and I didn't bring it back. So I just went and grabbed it really quick. So you're going to take your tear tape and you're going to put it along the side, just like that. And I am going to come in and just put a little smidgen right here. We're going to peel this off. Peel both sides off. This side is going to get glued down, and this side is going to get glued up. There we go. Easy peasy so far, right? I do have a piece of our basic white, and this measures 4.25 inches by 2 3/4. I am going to bring in my Stamparatus because I want to show you what I did. In this stamp set, this to and from is attached. I didn't want them to be so close together because I have a bigger kind of area that I want to fill. So I just chopped it in half. I know some people frown about cutting your stamps. I don't. I cut them quite often, actually. Whatever I needed to do, I'm going to not even worry about it. So I'm going to take, I grabbed Melon Mambo. I meant to grab Polished Pink, but that's okay. Melon Mambo is going to do the trick. And I'm just going to come in and put my to and from. And just to kind of be funny, I don't know if you can see that my finger is yellow. I was re-inking my one of my ink pads today. I think it was the pumpkin pie, and it got underneath my fingernail and stained my finger. So my hand is not dirty, it's just the re-inkers. So I'm going to stamp the to and from, and then bring in our gift card again, and I'm going to attach this to the inside. And it looks like I might need to cut a smidgen of that off. Let me grab my trimmer. I'm usually much more prepared than this, but I had literally 6 minutes to get out here and go live. So I do apologize, and thank you for being patient. Let me see what this is. So I cut that at 4.5. It's supposed to be 4.25. Oh, it is 4 1/4. Let's just cut that at 4. Not quite sure what I did. There we go. That fits better. Grab your glue. Grab one that has glue in it. There we go. Something's going to go right for me today. And put that right in the center. And then when you close up, you can flip this around. And I just cut a 1-inch strip. It's 1 by 12. I didn't do anything special with it. So I'm just going to line this up into this kind of the center. Wrap this around. And you don't want it super snug. It's just a belly band to hold the card shut. And I'm going to put a piece of tear tape on here. Excuse me. And then I'm going to fold this over and give it a little bit of a trim. There we go. So now what we can do is grab our basic white, and we're going to go ahead and stamp, and then we're going to cut out from our punch. I just have a full piece right here, and I'm going to bring in the Merry Christmas, and we're still going to use the Mellow Mambo, even though it's supposed to be polished pink. Nobody's going to know the difference. So I'm going to stamp this a little bit higher, so when I go to punch it out, I can kind of line it up to be in the center. That looks pretty good. And I did think it needed a little bit of kind of something along the bottom. So I brought in this little design that's in the stamp set. I'm going to ink this up. And I'm just going to come down here and stamp that a little bit. I do have a little sponge here. I wanted to give it a little bit more pizzazz. So I'm just going to come in and sponge the edges a little bit. Some people love sponging the edges. Some people can't stand it. One of my girlfriends does not like to do it. And I forget to do it. But I think it adds a nice little touch to the edges. So there's that. Let's bring in our card. I think we're done with the ink. Let me close it so I don't wear it. Now at this point, you don't want to put dimensionals on the entire thing because it would close your envelope. So we're just going to put a smidgen of dimensionals right in the center. I think 2 is more than enough. And then we can set this right in the center. So in a perfect world and in a perfect card, this would not be upside down, but it is on this one, and it's totally okay. And there is your little belly bands. And when you open this up, you have a beautiful gift card holder that goes on the inside. So we are going to make one more. Just if you were late joining, you'll know how to do it. And I've already pre-scored and cut everything. So hopefully I didn't do this one upside down. So we're going to take this and fold at 3. So this one isn't a directional specific, so it really didn't matter which way I scored it. Fold this over. And then our last little 1-inch strip. Then we're going to open this back up, and depending on what side you want, you could definitely have this polished pink, but I really wanted the Christmas look. So I'm going to take this edge and fold it over and give this a nice crease. And now put some tear tape along the edge and a little smidgen right there. Peel these off. Well, there we go. peel that, and then we're going to slide this up. Perfection. Let's see if I need to trim this one. Oh, nope, that one I cut perfect. I'm not quite sure what I was thinking on the other one. So this one I'm going to use Poppy Parade ink. There's itty bitty pieces of Poppy Parade in here, and I thought it was gorgeous with this. So I'm going to ink this up. I did clean it prior to, I cleaned it while I was off to the side. So gently push. Oh, I think I needed to push a little bit harder or grab a little bit more ink. But the one nice thing about the Stamparatus is you can stamp this a million times and we'll be in the same exact spots. I use this guy all the time. There we go. And you can definitely do these for other holidays than just Christmas. So set that in the center. There we go. Let's do our belly bands. And definitely we want the polished pink on the outside. Flip that over. I am going to go ahead and put a piece of tear tape on here. And I like to do this seam in the front of the card so our sentiment will cover it up. So it is seamless in the back. There we go. Grab your paper snips, snip that off. We just need to do our Merry Christmas, and this one will be done. See how easy these are to put together? It literally takes no time at all. And you get so many sheets in that pack that you definitely will have extra pieces left over. Grab the Poppy Parade. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to stamp this. Looks good. And I want to sponge the edges and put that little doodad on the bottom. I don't know what it's called. Does anybody know what that little guy is called? Little swag or sway or doodad works. There we go. And sponge the edges a little bit. There we go. And it was Mango Melody is what I was re-inking. For some reason I could not think of it. But that is what's underneath my fingernail. Hopefully it comes out in the shower tonight. If not, I'll have a green or a yellow finger. There we go. Hopefully you guys will make some of these gift cards with your bows that you're going to be making. I know a couple friends have already sent me pictures of the bows that they had made. So if you make the gift card and it attaches to the bow, send me pictures. So there you go. There are all of your cards. Super quick, super easy, and definitely duplicatable. Let me get some of this out of the way. And let me grab my other one. It was just here. Let me take the gift card out. Oh, it is. I sometimes forget, and then when I go to put these in their envelopes, there's already a gift card in there. Like, oops. Well, come on, little fella, get in there. There we go. So there are your fun gift card holders. And if you're not a Merry Christmas type of person, you could definitely put a different sentiment in the center. But I am definitely a Merry Christmas girl. So thank you so much for being patient with me on being late for my very first YouTube Live and Facebook combined. So I definitely appreciate it. If you need anything at all, please feel free to reach out. I will see you on Thursday because Christmas and Christmas Eve isn't until the weekend. So I will be back Thursday, and I promise it's 7. to do another fun project. Hopefully we'll be able to do some stuff out of the new spring mini catalog. That is what I'm hoping for. If you need anything, please feel free to reach out. If not, we will see everybody on Thursday. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.